It's quickly second and long.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then. So they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
Throwing on second down. Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throwing his car on third down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Play action. It's Herbert.
And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
The 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons 7, Saints 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The Saints had 5 and 11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 40 now on second down. Carr, catch here, left side, Thomas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. 694.
To throw, it's Carr. Rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chase Lucas. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. He'll get it inside the 20.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to Waller.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Shotgun now for Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. From just shy of midfield, Herbert, quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 27, Herbert targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Beckham. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll run for it with Algier.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta.
Tyler Algier. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go.
To the air again, Herbert. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On play action. Now Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Let's go now.
Here we go on 4th down.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Herbert now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
T.J. Edwards.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Carr to throw. Looking long for Thomas. It got his man complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From midfield, here's Carr.
Going right back to Michael Thomas.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Carr now on 1st down. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
29.
Now Carr again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 6-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal, Carr. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Matt Judon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Carr going to throw. Olave over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now Carr, gotta have this one. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Saints 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Peyton Turner there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny them the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position.